And again, we saw this yesterday as well. Every player, no one's playing bad. That's the thing. Every single player. When you get these high stakes, you expect some blunders. No one's blundering at all.
It's a matter of, like, this is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a difficult race. But this time around, Kodiak brought it home. Let's head on over to the desk and hear what he has to say.
Congratulations, Kodiak. Way to pull it out there. It looked like every round was really hard fought. Tell me what it was like to finally pull through on such a stressful choice.
Yeah, I mean, the round in the end was kind of favorable for me because it was Norway, and I kind of hedged just in the end because I knew I had enough health left, so I knew it should have been south coast, but I wanted to safety hedge a bit more northeast. But yeah, like, it was a good match. I think I played fine. Also, GG's to Wolf, a nice fella. I really like this guy, and yeah, hopefully this means that I can move on, but we don't know yet.
Well, friends, as you were, did you come into this maybe a little more worried about Wolftracker, or is he more of a known quantity for you in this tournament?
No, I mean, I know him from like long ago already. He's an absolute legend of the community. I really respect him, and especially his Europe is scary. But luckily, we didn't have too many Europe rounds that were unfavorable for me. But yeah, like I knew the group will be tough no matter which opponent. So yeah, I'm happy to have one here.
Definitely. I was happy to see that the multis didn't change the result at the end of the last game because it was definitely one of the ones where you were ahead the entire time. I'm thinking about the next game now. Obviously, you could potentially lock a spot into the World Cup if you manage to beat your brother Blinky.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a really interesting game. What are your thoughts going into that one?
I'm so fucking hyped. Sorry for the language. He's my best friend from the Geo community. We play for so long already. I'm just excited to play against him, and I think I can put up a fight, especially moving. I want to prove that not just Blinky can move, you know. I guess I played against Crooks kind of fine as well. But yeah, I'm super excited to play against Blinky, and I can win. It's less likely than him to win, but it is possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of moving games, how are you feeling about that game you just had versus Wolftracker? I know there was that second round where you both went France and Spain. Like, you seemed a little frustrated.
Did you see my movement?
Yeah,
like,
that was...
First, the round didn't load properly. Like, I had blurry images half the round. The movement, like, I went in a circle the whole time. I was actually, like, about to, like, call someone because, like, this is not normal movement. I don't know. That was kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I didn't really think about that round. I was just like, okay, I saw a house that looked northwestern France, and I just clicked there. I didn't even think what happened in that round, to be honest, because I was just frustrated by the movement. In hindsight, I had, like, Spanish pose, I think. But anyway, whatever. It's, like, too late anyway. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of frustrating that round, but apart from that, it was fine.
Absolutely, yeah.
Kodiak, thank you so much for the insights. Best of luck in that matchup against Blinky, and we'll be checking in for you then. Taking a look at the groups here, we can see just how much that has shaken things up. And when we come back from this break, we're going to shake it up a little bit more. Stay tuned.
So Blinky is my best friend from Geoguessr. I know he's the best player in the world, and it's very hard to beat him. But with the right rounds and the right round order, I can beat him because I know him so well. Like I know where he lacks some knowledge or where I have an advantage. So yeah, I'm very hyped to play against him.
Yeah, I think Kodiak is a very all-rounded player, but he has some weaknesses that I know I can exploit, I guess. I do get surprised sometimes, like obviously, and I can always underperform, he can overperform such and such, but I feel like it's gonna go my way probably.
Now, I noticed 2 different tones to those interviews. Blinky came in focusing on the challenge. Kodiak, friends with everybody, best friends with Blinky. Tell me a little bit more about their relationship over the years.
I mean, that is definitely accurate. These two are probably 2 of the closest people in the entire community, just every single relationship taken into account. These two, like, you know, they've hung out in real life a whole lot, and they just really, they love each other in a way, you know? And it's going to be great to see them come up against each other today. I think Blinky's words are pretty accurate. Like, he is the favorite here, and he knows it. And he does know Kodiak's weaknesses, where Kodiak, I think recently, he's taken a more chilled approach to the whole preparation for this. He giga grinded for the World Cup this time. He's kind of letting things be a little bit more, but I think his gameplay has been probably improved since the World Cup anyway, and I think Blinky's going to hope to exploit those holes which he does perceive.
Blinky here with some pretty impressive stats, but going up against a friend, you can't just look at stats. How do you think that factors?
Yeah, absolutely. As we heard from them in their interviews, they know each other really well. They know their strengths and weaknesses on the individual side. So going to be seeing Blinky definitely taking that into account, not just showing his like strong moving skills, but also playing into Kodiak's weaknesses here in the no moving and NMPZ.
And I don't know if we're at a point, or is there a way in Geoguessr to play one way, and then if you think somebody knows you, to switch it around entirely? Do we have a turnabout that could come into play?
Certainly. Of course, it's round specific, so it comes down to which information's available, but generally speaking, it comes down to how fast you guess, and that also is dependent on the mode. So for example, some people might guess instantly on moving, but then very slowly on no moving, where they feel they're more even. But as we said, it's extremely important for Kodiak to win the moving game here. Tough ask against Blinky, I know. And then also, both players sit on 1 win, I believe. So that is exactly like, that makes this super, super important in my opinion.
And a smile makes me believe, though. Kodiak seems so hyped for this matchup that I can't help but think, that might give him the edge here. But knowing as you do these players so well, as the community knows them, I think nothing can speak for them quite as well as their gameplay. Well, except maybe our casters. We've got Paula and Rainbolt. Hey, guys.
We're in the building, we're in the mix. I'm very excited for this one, Trevor. Kodiak versus Blinky, both just fetching wins earlier today. I've also heard they're best friends, so lots of dynamics going into this matchup.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because, like you mentioned, they're best friends. Like, they send Discord calls and bicker. That's how good of friends they are, you know? So to see this live is about to be some content.
I'm going to be content with the content we're about to see. I'll tell you that much, Trevor. Yeah, last night I was having a sit-down chill with Toby when we got back to the hotel, and Kodiak happened to be there with Zigzag. And yeah, Kodiak told me that little factoid that he and Blinky are apparently very close friends. He actually literally said best friends, and so this one's going to be bittersweet, I think, for both players.
Yeah, when you think of Blinky, you think of Kodiak. You don't. They're the same person almost sometimes. They're so close. So. This is going to be an interesting thing to see. I know when the groups were announced, they were like, "Oh my God, really Blinky versus Kodiak? This game is going to be insane."
Yeah, and if we're talking Blinky, we're talking, of course, second place at the World Cup, falling to Constance, but he's still the player that every player here cites as the most feared and the one that is potentially the most skilled. And so, yeah, this is going to be a tough matchup for Kodiak in that regard.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Trevor. Whenever you're ready. Match 4. Group stage, day 2. Can't wait to see how the action plays out.
Day 2, moving round 1, Kodiak versus Blinky. What better way to start than in the USA?
Many better ways, actually, Trevor, but
not in London, that's for sure. To break it to you. Let's see. Let's look Midwest. Also, the fact that we get a Blinky versus Kodiak moving game, this is going to be some extremely high-level gameplay here. But we'll see what the players do. Is it an Ohio play ever? We'll see what the players do. Moving here for information, we have McDonald's, and Kodiak does see that it will be Ohio with this state outline.
Trevor, if Blinky is the favourite going into this one, what are the advantages that Kodiak needs to look for? Is it a specific game mode or
if he can win a moving game, then he's going to look good. It looks like we're in Findlay, Ohio. Oh, Kodiak's scanning right over it. It's right south of where his cursor is right now.
10 seconds.
And I think Blinky's in it. Yeah, Blinky's in there. Kodiak, is he going to find it? I don't think he will. But Blinky is right there.
Starting strong. Strong, Trevor. Yeah, what do you think Kodiak needs to do? What advantages does he need to leverage to take out Blinky?
Sometimes a lot of the game is just getting rounds that favor your skill set.
Okay.
So he needs to be looking for endo or different rounds where he has an upper hand in the game versus Blinky. And I don't know if that's Mexico, but we'll find out.
Indonesia, Norway, and Japan, perhaps countries that Kodiak would like to see show up. Which country do we have next, Trevor?
This will be Mexico. Looks
We're in
like
Mex.
Not Japan, Norway, or Indonesia. We have short plates. Blinky zooming in. And when you see that AZ from Blinky, you might just assume bro just knew the city or has information that he's read that can give him exact city, and he's going to line the road up. And Kodiak, will he follow suit? Right now, he's not.
Not yet. Blinky already lining up roads, though, within roughly the first 25 seconds of round 2. Impressive. Anytime this guy is on the server.
It's another thing
Blink and you'll miss it, Trevor.
Nice one. It's one of those things again where Blinky had the exact information to get 4,900 points, and that's an interesting distinct mountain that Kodiak does not know. But he can almost, and Kodiak is going in on the border of Texas here. It's not too far, but it could be big points if Blinky is right. And he goes Monterey last
second.
And
of course he's right, Trevor. Big points. Actually, not. It's round 2, 1.5x. But nonetheless, solid stab from Blinky towards Kodiak.
Kodiak frustrated, but still playing well. Can't be too frustrated. Round 3 looks like Arj. I hope Blinky can... I mean, it's against his playstyle because he really wants to get that 5K, but he's getting 4,900 points within 10 seconds and then giving 20, 30 seconds for his opponent to get information. And here we go. He zooms in to something very quickly because he has city information right there. I'd almost like him to act on it this time, but Kodiak also has found the same sign. Both players are going to be scanning for this right here.
Staying on the sign, both in their maps.
Kodiak and BA. Getting more west, and when you look at the road like that, as you see on Blinky's screen, it means he's trying to find the east-west road. You put the compass down to see what side of the road, or what the angle of the road is.
Locked in.
And then look how close they are. They're in the same city.
Neighbors. Neighbors, Trevor.
Speed 0.
Kodiak's a great name, by the way. There's a lot of plays on words that we could do there. What is it? There's Kodiak Mountains, right? Kodiak, also the camera brand. So I'll workshop that.
Let's do it. Looks like you. This is another beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious! Look at how beautiful this is.
You like roads that are settled in between mountain ranges, right, Trevor?
I love a good mountain. You know?
Well, I know that's a thing for you.
I mean,
you have a favorite road like that.
Yeah, definitely. We all have, or everyone should have a favorite road. Look how, I mean, they both immediately know the road, though.
Blinky. Oh, yeah, they're straight in there together. Round 4. Not going to be much to write home about here. Everybody at home. So very shortly, we'll be heading into round number 5. Keeping it moving.
When you have these ridges, both players will know kind of what road lines up for those ridges. And you've probably seen it before. 48 points down, nothing too crazy as we move into round 5. This is the kind of level of gameplay we will see from both players who are widely considered the best moving players in the world. And we're back in the USA.
Triple damage in the USA. Is it going to be a party? Whose party will it be?
Both players going south.
Not many points separate our players right now as we approach the halfway point.
Blinky looking for information on these trucks to see if he can find the area code or anything. What did that say? I didn't quite read it. Looks southernish. We have southern, Blinky goes northeast. You can see it. I can't quite read this time. They're moving way too quick for my
little
pea brain.
fast.
Both players moving south, looking for any sort of information.
So
Kodiak
precise.
sees a plate there. I can't tell if it's like nothing really. And no one even, Kodiak hasn't even opened his map yet, and 10 seconds left. And we have one New York guess here by Blinky, or at least he's hovering over New York. Kodiak, 7 seconds, hasn't even opened the map, and he's going just south.
The longest round yet. in game 1 between Blinky and Kodiak. And this time, it goes to Kodiak. And with a bit of multi, that could be some decent damage. Yes, it is. It's 2,568.
Kodiak picking up 2,000 points and moving is massive. You know, I think when we look back at the World Cup last year, I think the only person to take a moving game away from Blinky in the entire tournament was Kansas. So if Kodiak is able to do this, that could be fake news. I think it's right. Round 6, Bangladesh. Let's see if we can keep it up.
It could be a huge start for Kodiak, but still more work to be done. It's definitely not a deficit that Blinky can't fight back from.
And Blinky can read Bengali. Kodiak, I'm not sure. Kodiak
he can fully read the language.
He can fully read the language.
That is incredible.
And he's learned Bengali because
he's smiling. He's zooming.
And there's addresses here. I think Kodiak also might know. We'll see. Scanning. Kodiak might be able to read as well. An interesting thing about both players being such close friends is that you kind of know their play styles and how to play against them really well, which is an interesting thing to see, like how they play against each other. But at the end of the day, I think they've definitely played each other before, so they definitely know what's capable from each other.
20 seconds left now. 3.5x multi.
Kodiak's locking in north.
Kodiak to lock in first, and Blinky, that's got to be a 5k. No, just 1 point short. But brilliant plonk there by Blinky, and not bringing himself back to the lead, but evening things up, that's for sure.
Being able to read Bengali is super helpful in Bangladesh because pretty much every single building or store there has the address on the front. Let's keep it going. Learning a language for the game of Geoguessr is next level.
Yeah, it's admirable. We've got some beautiful water here, some snow. I can see the... Is that... I'm not the best with languages. That looks like...
it's Norway.
Norway, okay.
Yeah, but the language Norwegian. We have...
Oslo. I mean, that would have given it away if I'd got that a bit earlier. God,
next
Trevor. Working on my craft, man.
This is the type of thing, when you give Blinky information like that, he can definitely... Okay, bro's in the UK. Don't want to do that, Kodiak. That's rule number 1.
Locked in by Blinky.
You have to assume Blinky just found the road, by the way. Like, you just have to assume with that information he's given.
I think Kodiak
can't find. 5 seconds.
3 now.
He's in Bergen. It's going to be big points. And
Blinky once again. Could that be game? No, not quite.
Yes.
Oh, it is. I've bespoken, Trevor. Blinky, absolutely brilliant guess there. He knew the road. Kodiak did not, and the mountain is toppled.
And that's what we get in these gameplays. It's a consistency game. You have to keep just making good guesses. You give that much room for Blinky, you know it's over. And Blinky has to be...
He does not miss a trick.
I mean, it's just going to be really hard to beat Blinky in a moving game. I'm not sure anyone can do it, to be honest. It's his revenge season, you know? Like, you can tell he probably took
his revenge arc?
Yeah, I mean, he lost the World Cup last year.
Okay, but he's going to be in revenge mode versus everyone, not just Consus.
Yeah, everyone. I think he's going for the win.
All right. So this is Blinky season 2, revenge.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, he's here to win.
No move now, everybody at home at this stage of the tournament, of course, still in best of 3. Kodiak needs to bounce back here if we want to see NMPZ. If Blinky does it, he wins in 2.
Not sure who has advantage here. Round 1. Who studied Kazakhstan?
Oh, there's actually a fact about Kodiak. So he recently had a 2-month vacation, but I think when he came back, he started focusing on Kazakhstan. So he should be clued up here. Blinky, I'm not sure.
There's a fun fact that was
probably clued up though.
Fun fact that was posted last night. Someone took the last 18 days in the games the people completed. All the players had competed in the past 18 days. I think Kodiak had around 100 games played, and Blinky had close to like 1,400 or like 1,000. So I mean,
14 times the games of his competition.
It was something. It was like 1,000 up. It was up there. So Blinky's definitely putting the work in, and we'll see if maybe those 100 games are in Kazakhstan, or maybe he was looking at coverage or learning off the game. We'll see. 20 seconds left. Who knows more? Can't tell how close they are here, but I mean, Blinky. When you look at the road like that, he's looking to.
10 seconds.
In different cities. Not sure how far apart they are. Pretty far apart.
Quite far apart.
Who's right?
It'll be a solid round 1 for somebody. Blinky edging it out.
Just 1,000 points in round 1 is kind of.
That's huge.
Big. Yeah.
Very big. It's a great start for Blinky.
Great start. Let's keep the pace high. Going here. Looks like Lith. You see Kodiak or Blinky immediately just lock in Lith. This is a boring small country. Lith pulls everywhere with these A-frame.
Not going to be many points here.
Blinky's jamming some music down there. And look at how close they are on the even. Yeah, it's just south. And that's just 69. Nice.
Have you heard, I'm sure you have, but about Kodiak utilizing his GeoGuessr skills to locate a scammer in Bulgaria?
I think I saw a documentary on that, yeah.
I need more of the details on that.
It was like a German doc.
If anyone in chat or anyone in the studio can give us the full breakdown, I would love to know the story behind that.
Geoguessrs. Use their powers for good. Round 3 of 10. This is going to be the first brief location of the day, I think.
Kodiak, the first GeoGuessr superhero.
Not the last.
Not. Who's up next? You or?
Everyone.
Probably Blinky. He's in a great position right now as we are in round 3.
We have signs here. Beautiful location, by the way. Everyone give us a beautiful location in chat. South Korea moment.
First time I'm seeing South Korea with you, Trevor. I'm unsure if you've seen it in other games.
I think it was a couple appearances yesterday.
Okay. I just missed out then, but I'm happy now to be involved in another beautiful location
5K.
and a beautiful plonk by Blinky. That's a 5K straight to the way of Kodiak. Of course, not much of a difference between them, but we've got to give the respect where it's due.
When you have those small countries like that with information readily available with highways and signs, that's an expected thing. Not to discredit the 5K, but somewhat expected as you move into what looks like the US or Canada. We'll see. This should be the US here.
Rhino Electric, do you trust them with your cables?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure they're trustworthy. Garfield, lasagna.
What?
Never seen
Oh
Garfield.
yeah, his favorite food.
I'm hungry, Paula. 406. Who knows the area codes here? 406. 360 is Seattle. I don't know if it goes.
Only a 360 degree of information for both players. Not too much to go by right now. Well, I say that, but Blinky looks like he's lining up a road.
There's quite a lot, actually, I think.
Blinky, you are on another level, mate. Look how deep he's diving in.
He's looking at like the Zillow listings at this level.
Looking to move in. It's locked in by him fast. He knows he's got the 5K. 5 seconds left for Kodiak to respond.
Thumbs up.
Far away. And Blinky, have you done it twice in one game? Yes, you have.
768. And
what a monster.
And Kodiak just gave him a bow. He said props.
He knew it, dude.
For a new Southgate triangle, Missilo.
Incredible.
All right, let's give it up. Can he do it again? I mean, Kodiak knows that's to be the case. Not sure who has the advantage here in Oz. This could be big points because there's no signs, nothing readily available here. You have to do landscape guess, vegetation guess. Oh, there is a sign. What's that sign? Blinky zooms into the camera. I can't quite read it.
No, Mount Sahara? Mount Samara?
Something like that. Okay, Kodiak is on the Vic NSW border here.
Kodiak taking a quick look over Sydney. Blinky is favouring more to the northeast of Melbourne.
Samaria, maybe? It should be Vic.
Neither player's fully committing now. You can see is Blinky sort of lining up the geography here? Is he looking for?
He's looking for like roads, like yellow roads that maybe line up on the angle.
And he's looking at, in the horizon, maybe at the elevation.
Up 1-0, needs another win here.
10 seconds. Locked in by Kodiak first.
They're kind of close, no big points. And even closer now on the same road. Wow.
Close. Very, very close.
0.
Both players just operating at such a high level.
Yeah, this is the highest of levels you can possibly get. Let's keep it going. And Kenya.
Kenya for round 6.
It's kind of interesting.
Can you do it? Yes, you can.
Thomas the Tank or Thomas the Train? Was it the...
What? Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah. Is that not the...
Isn't it a song? Can you do it? Oh, Trevor, let's just leave that one on the door, mate.
Sorry, bro. We have 2 Western Kenya here usually with this vegetation like farm. You usually get Western Kenya with the goo car and the follow car.
40 seconds left. Blinky likes that. He locks it in. Kodiak now. The pressure is on, my god. I'm not exactly sure of like the full difference in distance here. This could be some strong points. Like, no, not if the location is directly in the middle.
53. I mean, this is going the distance, Paula. This is going the distance.
It's entirely possible.
They're both making extremely good guesses. No room for error. Will there be room for error in round 7?
As we know, as the multis progress, as they grow, the room for error grows smaller and smaller. It diminishes.
Looks like Spain. Where do you go in Spain? Southern Spain looks dry. What do you do here? Do you even go Spain? Where do the players go? Blinky sees signs, looking all over the place, looking at polls, looking for anything that he can grasp to make a better region guess here in Spain, presumably.
Blinky looking at the horizon. Kodiak more focused on the road, then switching up into the distance. Both players playing similarly.
Here, the Madrid. Yeah, I mean, this is not. Is he moving to Greece? Kodiak. We have a Sevilla guess here, or Sevilla Suman, and he's staying in
Kodiak was
Spain.
considering it, but he's staying central Spain.
Blinky needs to get a marker down. He's there. Both are, again, we're ending up in similar regions, but one good guess could mean big points. Let's see.
Let's see, Trevor. And, wow,
yeah,
which
no
island
one.
would that be?
That did not look like Ibiza. Shout to. Yeah, okay. Round 8.
Don't be afraid of the shout-outs, Trevor.
No, it's okay. I've exceeded my shout-outs.
No, you have a perma
Shout
invite.
to Mike Posner, you know? Shout to Mike Posner.
Okay, shout out to Mike Posner. That's an obscure one.
Is it?
Well, I mean, no, yeah, we'll take it. Shout out to MP, Mike Posner.
Looks like France here. You know, Blinky is a talented Frenchman.
Blinky is a talented Frenchman, one of the most talented.
Maybe the talented.
The talent.
Is it ever Belgium, actually? Probably not, but I say it in case it is. We'll find out sooner or later.
Quite funny because right now both players' cameras were going in pretty much the exact same directions at the exact same time.
You would have to
mirroring each other, the best friends, shoulder to shoulder, but unfortunately on other ends of the server for now. Temporary battle, temporary halt to the friendship.
Central guess here by Kodiak and Blinky so far. We'll see any last second moves. 10 seconds left. There's still, Blinky is more east. Who's going to be closer? It's Blinky, but it's
4.5x.
I mean, that is a lot, actually.
Makes it healthy. 2k damage, a big hit. Now, Kodiak, your back is against the wall, my friend.
And we're coming up to round 9, where he basically needs 2 good guesses here. He needs 1 good guess here to get as many points as he possibly can, because if we get to round 10 and he's still up 3,000 points, it could be bad. Round 9 of 10, and we're in Thailand. The land of Thai. This will be interesting to see. I think maybe Kodiak actually might even have the advantage in Thailand. He spent a lot of time studying the regions of Thailand. You probably just click center north, central, but we'll see what they end up doing. Thailand notoriously not very good, not very easy country to region guess.
I can imagine it's only tougher in a location like this. Bit of a desolate road. We've got some shacks, some vegetation.
East-on guess here by Blinky. Red soil, east. I'm not Sharon by Kodiak.
Want to see right now the difference in distance between them.
They're so close.
Blink. Oh yeah, they are. Questions answered, and I think we are going to a round 10, Trevor.
We could, unless Blinky moves last second or is on the 5K.
Blinky is closer with 5x.
Could have been points. Could have been points. But
oh, it's a lot. Doesn't end the match though, and Kodiak is alive to see out the final round. He wants to see a big country here, Trevor. What's up next?
Canada.
Okay, there's a chance here then for Kodiak, but against the stiffest of competition like Blinky, I don't know.
Should be Canada. Should go like Ontario or something. We'll see. The question is, you might need to see. We have a looks like a Sask guess here, or Saskatchewan, or Alberta, I should say, by Blinky.
All the time.
Like he's moving closer. He's in Manny now. He's over Manny. Doesn't seem to be too much information here. You do have some light posts. And we see
Kodiak
a Manny
moving
guess
fast.
here. Manny Sask border hedge. Kodiak not confident. We could see a win here either way, actually. Unless both players stay in the same area, then we will not. And right now, with both players in Manitoba, Kodiak will not be able to win.
20 seconds now, Trevor.
Is Blinky going to stay? Is Kodiak going to stay? Even if Kodiak gets a 5K right now and he's as close as he could possibly be, it's not going to be enough because Blinky is just as close. Or is close enough, I should say. So this should favor a game.
Kodiak locks it in, and Blinky is closer, and he will deal a killing blow. Blinky does it in 2. Blink, and you'll miss it. What a performer, Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you kind of expect from Blinky. It's a lot of pressure on him, but it's kind of and you see the hug there. That's new. No handshake, just go for the hug. That's,